Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Next week, hundreds of volunteers will converge in New Berlin to build a very special playground. The community construction crew will cover 3 shifts over 7 days. Now, the playground at Malone Park is what is called a barrier-free playground, which means it is accessible to all kids and caregivers. Jamie Rodgers is on the steering committee. We also have Jenny Imhoff and her 11-year-old daughter Reagan, who will be able to use this new playground once it is completed. Hi to all of you.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for being here. And Jenny and Reagan will talk to you in just a second. But Jamie, let's talk a little bit about this project, how it got started, and actually the build week is next week. So this is a build up to a very big week for you guys.
We are gearing up for sure. I'd just like to mention that the New Berlin Junior Women's Club is a civic service organization. So how this got started is we were raising money, and we were actually given some seed money by a family who of a past club member, and she passed away unexpectedly. We decided that instead of our regular disbursements that we always do to the community, we wanted to make a large impact permanent project to the community of New Berlin. So we came up with a couple ideas. I will say it has evolved since then. And then in December of 2015, we actually approached the city of New Berlin and said we would like to build a community playground, all-inclusive, barrier-free, accessible playground for kids of all abilities and for their caregivers, actually.
So here's a rendering of it. So in conjunction with New Berlin, this is being built, and it's Kim Bray, who passed away. She was a club member, I know, and you're doing this in memory and honor of her and her participation in your club, which is wonderful. Let's talk about accessibility and why it's so important. I mean, because we'd like all of our kids to be able to use playgrounds.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, I remember from a young age, Reagan wanting to go on the playground, and that it was a tough thing for us to find. When she was probably about 3 or 4 years old, Oconomowoc had built their imagination station.
Yes.
So we would pack up the car. She could have 3 friends because I had 3 seatbelts, and we would drive out 45 minutes to Oconomowoc just so she could play. So having something like this in our own community will be something great, because all kids should play, regardless of their abilities or disabilities or different abilities. They should be given that opportunity.
And barrier-free means what? So obviously Reagan using a wheelchair, so she's able to use it. It's built in such a way that it's wheelchair accessible.
Yeah, I mean, so it's wheelchair accessible. You know, there isn't a curb. It's all poured in place, no wood chips or different things like that. There's ramps, so kids, whether you're in a wheelchair or walker, maybe you have different gait issues, they'll be able to get up to the top by the slides. Up by the slides, there's transfer points. But not only are we addressing issues for kids who have mobility concerns, we have braille panels, we have sign language panels, we have a stainless steel slide for kids who have cochlear implants, because the plastic sides, you get that static buildup, so they're not able to use those.
Interesting.
We have different sensory. We have these fun it's like these long tunnels with rollers on them.
Ooh.
So kids who,
Reagan's like, yeah, I like that.
So children who have sensory issues, cognitive issues, we have something for everybody at the playground.
And for you, Reagan, there's obviously a need for more volunteers, more sponsors. Are you looking forward to being able to use this and to see other kids use it too?
Yeah, this is going to be great, because lots of my friends, it's not just me that's affected by this. Lots of my friends at my summer camp, they have wheelchairs and they can't go on them either, and they have like walkers, some of them have sensory issues, some of them are blind a little bit, some of them have braces on their arms or hands or knees or even head sometimes, so like we can't go on that. And when I was little, and I think kindergarten, we did not have a playground for me to go onto, so I literally sat right by a little bench just watching them. I didn't have anything to do.
Yeah, see, that makes me happy to think that you're going to have something to do and something fun, and all the different things your mom was talking about. Quickly, because we're running out of time, you need more community members, more volunteers, because you start Build Week Monday through Sunday. What do you need right now? What's your critical need?
This is a community build, so we are building this playground ourselves, not professionally. We need mostly more skilled workers at this point, and especially during
power tools.
Speaking of power tools, we need impact.
Special.
Yes. What were our special tools? Do you remember? The impact drivers.
Impact drivers. You got an impact driver. You need to get in touch with Jamie and the good people who are building this playground. The community build starts Monday, so you've got to get in touch with them right away. If you know somebody with an impact driver, you have to get in touch with them. It's the Malone Park community build starting Monday again through Sunday in New Berlin. Go to playground@malone.org to find out more and to offer your services, especially if you're a skilled worker and somebody who has an impact driver. Great to see all of you.
Thank you so
Regan, I look
much.
forward to you being able to use it and all your friends too.
Me too. Can I have a hug?
Yes. Oh, I'll give her a hug. All right, still ahead. I'm going to read this in just a second. Here we go. Thank you, sweetheart,
Thank you.
for being here. I appreciate it. All right.